Hello children, how are you all? Hope you are all doing good. This is your mathematics class, okay? So in the previous class what we have learned? Can we recall? So we have learnt about numbers, is it? So numbers, we have learnt about natural numbers. What do you mean by natural number? Natural numbers means counting numbers, okay? It starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on, okay? And then we have learnt about whole numbers, okay? What do you mean by whole numbers? Natural number including 0, okay? Natural numbers including 0, that is called whole number, okay? And then we have learnt about integers, right? So what do you mean by integers? Integers are collectively termed the natural numbers 0 and the negative numbers, okay? Negative numbers 0 and the natural numbers, okay? So these are the numbers we have learned in the previous class, and the new topic we have learned is rational number, okay? Rational number. So rational number, we can represent the rational number as Q, okay? What do you mean by rational number? All these, okay? All these are the rational numbers. We can represent the rational number as a fraction, okay? Rational number is the fractional number which is in the form of A by B. This A and B are integers. Okay, this A and B are integers and B should not be equal to 0. Okay, this A and B are integers and B should not be equal to 0. And then we have represented a diagram like this. Is it, children? So, natural number, whole number. So, inside this whole number, you are including the natural number and again including the integers. Okay, in the integers, we are including this whole number and as well as the natural number. So, if you are considering rational number means in the rational number, we are including the natural number, whole number and also the integers. Okay children, can you all remember all these? So let us do the sums, okay? So we are doing recap exercise, is it? Let's see recap exercise. Question number 2, okay? So read the question. Which of the following is not an equivalent fraction of 8 by 12? Okay, we need to find the equivalent fraction. Okay, read the question properly. Which of the following is not, okay? We need to find which is not the equivalent fraction of 8 by 12. Okay, so can we do the equivalent fraction? Can you find the equivalent fraction of 8 by 12? Okay, so see. So equivalent fraction we can find by dividing, okay, and also multiplying. Is it? So can we do by division first? So see. Equivalent fraction of 8 by 12. Okay. So 8 upon 12 divided by 2 by 2. What will you get? 4 by 6, right? So you will get 4 by 6, right? And again if I am dividing 8 upon 12 divided by 4 upon 4. So what will you get? 2 upon 3. Okay, 2 upon 3. So can you all understood? We can find the equivalent fraction by dividing the same number in the numerator and also the denominator. And also we can multiply the same number in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Okay. Again can we find by multiplying? See, 8 upon 12 into 2 by 2. So what will you get? 12 is 16 upon 24. Okay. And again here 8 upon 12 into 3 by 3. What will you get? 24, here 36. Okay, 24 upon 36. Is it clear? And again, 8 upon 12 into 4 upon 4. What will you get? For it's a 32. Okay, 32 upon 48, right? 12 fours are 48. So all these are the equivalent fraction of 8 by 12. Okay, can we find the answer from this? So 4 by 6 is 4 by 6 is here? No. And 2 by 3, we are having 2 by 3 here. Okay, so it's an equivalent fraction. And 6 by 24, 6 by 24 we are having here. So it's also an equivalent fraction of 8 by 12. And 24 by 36, here 24, we are having 24 by 36 here. And 32 by 48. So 32 by 60 is only here. So this 32 by 60 is not an equivalent fraction of 3 by 12. Okay, children, so the answer is 32 by 60. Okay, you should copy it in your classwork notebook. Okay, take your maths notebook, put today's date, and write question number 2, and do it. Okay. So we have completed 5th sum, is it? Have you all did your homeworks? So do your homework properly, okay, children? So let us check the homework in the next class, okay? So read the 6th one. Multiply 2 3 by 5. Okay, it is in the mixed fraction, right? So 2 3 by 5 and 1 4 by 7. Okay. So if the question is in mixed fraction means how will you change? How will you solve this sum? First of all, we need to change this mixed fraction into improper fraction. Okay. So how will you convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction? So we need to multiply these two. Okay. This 2 into 5 plus. Okay. First of all, we need to multiply this 2 into 5 plus 3 and the same denominator. Okay, children. So we are going to multiply it, so that we need to mention the symbol. Okay, and here also we need to multiply these two and then we need to add this. Okay, so 1 into 7 plus 4. Okay, and then denominator is 7. Okay, children, can you all understood? We need to multiply these two. Okay, this whole number and the denominator, and then we need to add the numerator. Okay, so 2 into 5 plus 3. So now say the answer. 2 5s are 10. Okay, plus 3. So 10 plus 3, 13 upon 5 into 11 upon 7. Okay, 1 7 7. 7 plus 4, 11. Okay, 11 upon 7. Okay, children, can you all understand? So, can we simplify this in any same table? No, is it? 13, it's a prime number, 11, 7 and 5. So, we can't simplify this. So, that can we multiply? 13 11s are, what is the answer? 13 11s are 143. Okay, 13, 11, 143 you will get. Okay. So 1 3 is 3, 1 1 is 1. So 143. So what is the answer? 143 and 5 7s are 35, right? So we will get 143 upon 35. Okay, children. So what type of fraction it is? Can you say what type of fraction? So it's an improper fraction, right? So if you are having 35, okay, bigger number in the denominator and smaller number in the, bigger number in the numerator and smaller number in the denominator means that is called improper fraction. Okay, so if you are having improper fraction means we need to change this into mixed fraction. Okay, so how will you change this in mixed fraction? We need to divide. Okay, 143 divided by 35. So 35 35 into 3. 3 5s are 15. 3 are 9. So 10. So you will get 105. Again, can you put 4? 4 times. So 140. Okay, you will get 140. So 35 4s are 140. So you are mentioning 4 here. So 4 times 35 is 140. So the remainder is 3. So we can write this in mixed fraction. How will you write? This numerator. Okay, this numerator is in this side. Okay, 4 3 by 35. Okay, the same denominator. And the remainder should be in the numerator, and this quotient should be as the whole number. Okay, so the answer is 4 3 by 35. Okay, children, can you all understand? So the answer is 4 3 by 35. Okay, let's do the next one. Divide. Okay, seventh question. Divide 7 upon 36 by 35 upon 81. Okay, so 7 upon 38 divided by 35 upon 81. So how will you divide? How will you divide a fraction? We know, is it? First of all, we need to change the symbol and we need to take the reciprocal. Okay, this first fraction we need to write the same, 7 upon 38. We need to change the symbol first. Okay, multiply. Okay, into, and then we need to take the reciprocal. So say, children, what is the reciprocal of 35 upon 81? 35 upon 81 means 81 upon 35. Okay, 81 upon 35. The reciprocal of 35 upon 81 is 81 upon 35. Okay, so if you are having 1 by 5, what is the reciprocal of 1 by 5? 5 by 1. Okay, 5 upon 1. Okay, if you are having 3 by 1, what is the reciprocal? 1 by 3. Okay, 1 upon 3. That is the reciprocal. Okay, we need to change the numerator into denominator and denominator into numerator. That is called reciprocal. Okay, children. So can you all understand? So let's do. Can we simplify this? Yeah, is it? So 7 table. 1 7 is 7 and 5 7s are 35. Right? And can we simplify these two in the same table? Yeah, is it? In 9 table. Yeah, 9 9s are 81. 4 9s are 36. Okay, so the answer, what is the answer? 1 upon 4 into 9 upon 5. So what will you get? What is the answer? 1 9 is 9 and 4 5s are 20. Okay, so the answer is 9 upon 20. Okay, children, is it clear? Take down this in your classwork notebook. It is maths notebook. Okay, after completing each sum, you need to draw lines. Okay, use only blue ink pen. Pause the video and complete the classwork. Okay, so we have completed 7th one, the 8th question. Okay, fill in the block boxes. See the question I have written in the board. Okay, so how will you solve this? Do you have any idea? So box upon 66, 670 upon box, 28 upon 44, box upon 121 and 7 upon box. How will you solve this? How will you find the boxes? We are having the term here, is it? 28 upon 44. Numerator is 28 and 44 was given. So we just choose this smallest term, 7 upon box. Okay, 7 upon box. Okay, do cross multiply and find this. Okay, 28 into box equal to 7 into 44. Okay, children, so keep the box in the same side and 7 into 44 upon 28. So is it clear? So 1 7 is 7, 4 7s are 28. And again 1 4 is 4 and boxes are 44. Is it clear? So what is the answer we got? So box equal to 11. Okay. So in this box you will get 11. Is it clear, ma? As like the same, we can find these two. Okay. 7 upon 11 we got. So 7 upon 11 equal to box upon 121. So again cross multiply. Okay. So 7 upon 121 equal to box into 11. Okay. So keep the box in one side. So 7 into 121 upon 11. So we can do it very easily by using 11 table, right? 111 is 11, 111 is 11 and remaining 1. So again 111 is 11. So 11 into 7. So the answer is 77. So box equal to 77. Okay. So here we got 77. Is it clear? And again by using the same term and we can solve this. Okay. So 7 upon 11. 7 upon 11 equal to 70 upon box. Okay. Again cross multiply. So 7 into box equal to 70 into 11. Okay. So keep the box in one side. So the 7 comes to this denominator. So what will you get? Box equal to here 111 is 11 and again here 111 is 11. So what will you get? I'm sorry, here. So the denominator is 7, right? So 17 is 7. So you will get 10 into 11. So what will you get? 110. Okay. So the box equal to 110. Is it clear? And so we got all these boxes and we need to find the first box. Okay. So, 7 upon 11 equal to box upon 66. Okay. How will you find? The same cross multiplication method. Okay. We can use any of the boxes. Okay. We can choose 70 upon 110 into box upon equal to box upon 66. Simply we are choosing because it was very easy. Okay. By solving this, while multiplying with 7 and 11, it will be easy. So that we are choosing 7 upon 11. Okay, children? We can choose any of these terms. Okay. So 7 upon 11. So cross multiply and say 7 into 66 equal to box into 11. Okay. Keep the box in one side and move the numbers to another side. 7 into 66 upon 11. Okay. 7 into 66 upon 11. So 111 is 11. 6 11s are 66. So what will you get? And 6 are 42. Okay. Box equal to 42. So in this box we will get 42. Is it clear? So the answer we are getting is 42 upon 66, 70 upon 110. Okay, this is the box. 28 upon 44 and 77 upon 121. Okay, this is the box. And 7 upon 11. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, children, is it clear? Copy it in your notebook. Pause the video and copy it in your notebook. Okay, after completing this sum, draw the line. Okay, by using your scale and pencil. Children, read the next one. 9th question. In a city, 7 by 20 of the population are women. Okay, 7 by 20 is women. Okay, and 1 by 4 are children. Okay, 1 by 4 are children. Okay, we need to find the fraction of the population of men. Okay, find the fraction of the population of men. The population of women was given and also the children was given. We need to find the population of men. How will you find? Is population was given? No, is it? So we can say it is in fraction. Is it 7 by 20, 1 by 4? So we can say the total population as 1. You can say the total population, okay? Total population as 1. Okay, let's say the total population as 1, and the population of women, is 7 by 20. Okay, and then population of children is 1 by 4. Okay, so now we can find the population of men very easily. Is it? How will you find? From the total population, we need to subtract all these, okay? That is, total population of men equal to 1 minus 7 upon 20 minus 1 by 4. If we did like this means, we can find the answer very easily. That is the population of men. Okay? So, we need to subtract, okay? 1 minus 7 upon 20 minus 1 upon 4. Okay? That is total population minus population of women minus population of children. Okay, if we did like that means we will find the population of men. Okay children, so let's do. Okay, so if there is no denominator here means we can put 1. Okay, if there is no denominator means we can assume that in the denominator we are having 1. Okay, let's take LCM for this. Okay, yeah, LCM of 20, 4. So for LCM we need to use only the prime numbers, right? So the first prime number is 2. So 1 2 is 2, 0, 2 2s are 4. Okay, and again the same 2, 5 2s are 10, and 1 2 is 2. See, all these are the prime numbers, right? So we can multiply 2 into 2 into 5. So what will you get? 20, right? It is a 20. So the answer is, so the LCM is 20. So we can write the denominator as 20. So see, what can be multiplied with 1 to get 20? So 1 into 20, is it? 1 into 20, so the numerator is also the same number, 20. Okay, so 1 into 20, so we will get 20. Okay, 20 minus, and again here we are having 20, right? So what can be multiplied with 20 to get 20? Into 1, right? So 1, okay, 1 in the numerator and also in the denominator. Okay children, and here what will you multiply to get 20? Okay, what will you multiply with 4 to get 20? 5 4s are 20, right? 5. Okay, so 7 minus 1 5 is 5. Okay, so we are having 20 minus 7 minus 5 upon 20. Is it clear? See, 20 minus 7 minus 5 upon 20. Okay, so we are having the same sign here, is it? So we can add and put the same sign. Okay, so 20 minus 7 plus 5. So 12. Okay, 20 minus 12 upon 20. Okay, so 20 minus 12, what will you get? 20 minus 12, 8, right? So 8, and the greater number sign is plus, right? So 8 upon 20. So the answer is 8 upon 20. Okay children, you can take down this in your classwork notebook by pausing the video. Okay, simply what was given, the population of women and children are given. Okay, 7 upon 20 and 1 upon 4 was given, so that we are it was given in fraction, right? So that we are taking the total population as 1. Okay, so total population is 1, and the population of women is given 7 by 20, and the population of children is 1 by 4. So that we can find the population of men by subtracting all. Okay, so 1 minus 7 upon 20 minus 1 upon 4. Okay, so for the 20 and 4 we had taken LCM. So we got 20, and then so that we got 20 minus 7 minus 5 upon 20. So that here we are having the same sign, right? So that we son. Okay. So 20 minus 12 upon 20. So we got the answer 8 upon 20. Okay children, can you all understand? So copy it in your notebook. The next one, 10th one. Read the question. Represent 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 by a diagram. Okay. We are going to represent this 1 upon 2. That is half and quarter by a diagram. Okay. We need to add that and represent it in diagram. Okay. So see, how will you represent this 1 by 2? See. So this is the whole one. So that is 1. Okay. So if I am separating it into half. Okay. It's half and it is also half. Okay, so half means how will you shade? Okay, it's half. Okay, children, and quarter, that is 1 by 4. How will you represent? Quarter means out of 4 parts, 1. Okay, so we need to separate the circle into 4 parts. Okay, so in this 4 part, we need to shade the first part, one part. Okay, so this is 1 by 4. Okay, this is 1 by 2 and this is 1 by 4. Okay, can you all understood? So the question is asked is represent 1 by 2, 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 by a diagram. So we need to add and represent it in diagram. Okay, so 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4. We can represent it as, see, we know half. Okay, we are representing the half as like this. So this is half. Okay, and then 1 upon 4. How will you represent? In out of 4, the one part, is it? So we need to shade the another one further. Okay, so the representation of this addition is this. Okay, so the answer is 3 upon 4. Okay, children, can you all understand? Draw this diagram by using coin or pro circle. Okay, draw neatly and shade by using pencil. Okay, children. So can you all understand? So half means out of 2 parts, the first part. Okay, out of 2. Okay, we had separated the circle into 2 equal parts, and the half part is there is one part is the 1 by 2. Okay, 1 upon 2. And here 1 upon 4 means out of 4 parts. Okay, out of 4 parts, the one part, that is called quarter. Okay, so if you are adding these two means you will get 3 upon 4. Okay, children, can you all understand? And then in the same page we are having try these. Okay, we are having 2 sums in try these. So read the question. Is the number -7 a rational number? Why? Okay, already we know rational number means natural number, whole number, and also the integers. All these, okay, all these say it as rational number, right? So -7 is an integer. Is it, children? So how will you say why -7 is a rational number? Okay, rational number. Reason? What is the reason? Simply, if I am dividing, okay, -14 upon 2, what will you get? We know rational number should be in the form of A upon B, and these two should be integer, right? And this B should not be 0, is it? So we are having 14 upon 2. So this is an integer and this is also an integer, right? It's a negative integer and it's a positive integer, and the B should not be equal to 0 and 2 not equal to 0, is it? So 14 upon 2. So 1, 2 is 2 and 7 2s are 14, right? So we'll get -7. Is it, children? So we can say it is a rational number. Is it clear? Rational number means it should be in the form of A upon B. This AB should be an integer and B should not be 0. So that we had mentioned this A and B as -14 by 2. So we got -7 as the answer. So we can say, so -14 by 2 is a rational number. We know, is it? It is in the form of A by B. Is it? And also B should not be equal to 0. This 2 should not be equal to 0. Is it right? So 2 is not equal to 0. So we got the answer as minus 7. So that we can say minus 7 is the rational number. Rational number. Is it clear, children? Take down this in your notebook. After completing each sum, you need to draw lines by using pencil and scale. Okay? Pause the video and write. So try this second sum. Okay? Write any 6 rational numbers between 0 and 1. How will you find the rational numbers between 0 and 1? We have learnt about rational numbers, right? So what do you mean by rational numbers? Rational number is a number which is in the form of fraction. Okay? It is in the form of fraction, that is A by B. Okay? A upon B. This A and B are integers. Okay? This A and B are integers. And this B should not be equal to 0. Okay, children? So we know a rational number should be in the form of A upon B, and these two A and B are integers, and B should not be equal to 0. Okay, we need to find the 6 rational numbers between 0 and 1. Okay, so how will you find? So if you are having a number line, and here it is 0, and here 0, and here 1. Okay, we need to find the rational numbers between this. Okay, we are having lots and lots of rational numbers between this 0 and 1. Okay, so how will you find? Simply we are having 0, right? 0 upon 1 into, we are going to find 6, is it? So while finding the rational numbers between some numbers, we can multiply the same number in the numerator and denominator for finding this. Okay, we can use the same number in the numerator and also in the denominator. Okay, so for 6 I just put 12. Okay, 12 in the numerator and the denominator. And again for 1 upon 1 into numerator and the denominator. Okay, same number, I am choosing the same number. Okay, you can also choose 7 by 7. Okay, 7 upon 7 and here 7 upon 7. You can use any number. Okay, for multiplying this. Okay, 0 into 12, 0. Okay, 1 into 12, 12. Okay, and 1 into 12, 12, and 1 into 12, 12. So 12 upon 12. So we need to find the rational numbers between 0 upon 12 to 12 upon 2. 12 upon 12. Okay, so we can write 1 upon 12, 2 upon 12, 3 upon 12, 4 upon 12, 5 upon 12, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 upon 12. Okay, so all these are the 6 rational numbers. Okay, you can find up to 11 upon 12. Okay, if we need to simplify this, okay, simplify this means also no problem. 1, 2 is 2 and 6 2s are 12. So you will get 1 by 6 and 4, 1 by 4, and here so 1 by 3. Likewise also you can get. Okay, children. So can you all understand? Can you all understand? So we can write, we can choose any 6 and write. Okay. So these are the 6 rational numbers. Okay. There are many rational numbers between 0 and 1. Okay. So you can write, I just choose these 6. Okay. You can write it directly as like that, 1 by 12, 2 by 12, 3 by 12. That is also right. No problem. Okay, children. Can you all understand? So take down this in your notebook. So see, in the same model, okay. In the last sum, we had find out the rational numbers between 0 and 1, is it? Here we are going to find the 5 rational numbers between 0 and minus 1. Okay, children. So you can copy this sum in your note. Okay, this sum also in your notebook. This is not in your book. Okay, it's just for your understanding. Okay, children. Okay, so the sum is write any 5 rational numbers between 0 and minus 1. Okay, how will you find the rational number? Simply we are having 0 and minus 1, right? So 0 by 1. Okay, rational number means we are having A by B in the form of A by B, right? So 0 by 1. So into, so 5 rational numbers, so that we can put, we can multiply 10 upon 10. Okay, and again here 10 upon 10. You can multiply 6 upon 6, anything, okay, no problem. So, but you need to multiply the same number in the numerator and also in the denominator. Okay, children. So, what will you get? 0 into 10, 0. Okay, 1 into 10, 10. And here, minus 1 into 10, minus 10. Okay, minus 10 upon 10. Okay, children. So, we need to, 0 upon 10 to minus 10 upon 10. Okay, we can write 1 upon 10, 2 upon 10, 3 upon 10, 4 upon 10, 5 upon 10, 6 upon 10, 7 upon 10 and etc. up to minus 10, sorry. I'm sorry. We need to find minus 1, is it? Up to minus 1. So, in between that, what will you get? So, minus 10 upon 10 to 0 upon 10, right? So, minus 9 upon 10, minus 8, okay, minus 8 upon 10, minus 7 upon 10, minus 6 upon 10, minus 5 upon 10, minus 4 upon 10, and etc. up to 0 upon 10. Okay, children? So, you can choose any of this 5, okay, any of the 5 rational numbers, and that is your answer. Okay? You should copy this in your notebook, okay? If you need to cancel, okay, if you need to simplify this means also no problem. That's right, okay? If you no need to simplify, you can write the same answer. Okay? You can simplify and write. Okay? Oh, so the answer is, so 5 rational number, minus 9 upon 10, minus 8 upon 10, minus 1 upon 2, minus 7 upon 10, minus 6 upon 10. Okay? So all these are the 5 rational numbers. Okay, children, can you all understood? And today's homework is in page number 13. Okay, in page number 13, exercise 1.1. In sum number 7, first one. Okay, you need to find the rational numbers between minus 2 and 0. Okay, do your homework in your notebook. Write neatly. Okay, thank you.